and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be open to you. I'd like to inspire you today on persevering through difficult circumstances and failure. We will go over self-doubt. Why can't I succeed? Motivation. How do I get started? And how do I attain the goals I've set for myself? And faith. How do I keep pushing through when it gets hard? When we're defeated, we have all these thoughts. I personally go through these many times. I suck. Just quit. I'm done with this. See, when we're defeated, we either beat ourselves up or we make excuses. Here, these thoughts for beating ourselves up. This happens a lot. Jennifer Gutman says roughly 85% of people, worldwide, adults and adolescents, have a low self-esteem. See, these thoughts don't help us with our self-esteem. They bring us down. The main thought when we're low, when we fail, is why me? Why now? Why do I fail? Why can't I be like them? Why can't I be succeeding? This happens to me a lot. See, when I was in 6th grade, I wasn't a super good wrestler. I tried. I worked hard. Things just didn't happen very fast. Many days after practice, I'd go in the bathroom and I'd cry. It was tough. I wanted to win. I wanted to be the best. It was a rough time for me. I asked myself constantly, why me? Why can't I succeed? Why can't I be like them? Through that, I looked at this quote. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. See, in that bathroom, I was knocked down. In a boxing match, they get knocked down. See, they get knocked down, they got 10 seconds to get up. Now I know that 10 seconds, it's like an eternity. The lights are bright, the crowd is roaring, and you're woozy, you were knocked out, right? It's tough. Now whatever you may be going through right now, the adversity, it may feel like an eternity. But as you sit there, you gotta face reality. You gotta look yourself in the mirror. You gotta say, I am knocked down, but I'm gonna get up. See, you can't sugarcoat it. You gotta realize where you are and you gotta push through. That's what I had to do. It's not easy, and I can't say that I've always done it, but it's what you gotta figure out. Now after a bad practice, or a bad match, or a failed test, I have negative thoughts and I'm knocked down. Now it's hard, it may take me a few days, it may take me a week, but I gotta realize, okay, I failed that test. I lost that match, but I can get better from this. Muhammad Ali also said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Now he was referring to his training. He actually said he hated training. It stunk, it was bad, okay? But he did this so he could live the rest of his life as a champion. And I say this now to you because whatever adversity you may be going through, don't quit. As now you may suffer, but after you overcome this, you can live the rest of your life as a champion. Now, once we face the reality of where we are, we ask ourselves a question. How do I get started? Where do I go? What do I need to do? There's always ways of motivating yourself to higher levels. Write about it. Dream about it. But after that, take it into action. Don't just dream. Dan Gable. He's one of my idols, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. See, Dan Gable put his goals into action. He had to take himself and his family out of the pits of despair and grief after the passing of his older sister. She was murdered. He was just 16. His dad turned to alcohol. His mother didn't know what to do. He turned to wrestling, and he turned to facing reality and pushing through. Now, when we face reality, it's easiest to set goals for ourselves. Here is on my wall. When I decided that I wanted to be a state champion, I wrote it down every day. As you can tell, I probably went through a little bit of a bad handwriting phase, but that's okay. See, by writing it down, by writing your goals down, it helps show you what you want to do. So you see where you want to be, and that's how you achieve it. Last summer, I had the opportunity to wrestle in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then at Fargo Nationals. These are one of the two most prestigious tournaments with the greatest wrestlers in the nation. I was on Team North Dakota. It was a fun time that taught me a lot. The constant thought that went through my mind there was, why me? Why am I not succeeding? See, I didn't wrestle very well. I was a state champion from North Dakota, coming in, and I lost. There was a lot of lost matches. I was living on the high end of life because I was really good, right? And then I go and frustrated, I was angry, and I felt lost. I had to look myself in the mirror, I had to face reality, and I had to stick with it. Throughout the summer, it was difficult for me, knowing that I had friends, people that I looked up to, they were able to accomplish their goals, and I just wasn't yet. I had to grow in faith, and I had to keep wrestling. I failed. Now, one match down in Tulsa that really taught me what pushing through is I was down 9-0, and within the first 10 seconds of the match, the guy was really good, and he threw me a couple times. Now, one more point, and I'd lose due to technical fall. I was able to come back and win that match. He ended up forfeiting out. It was fun. It helped me realize that finding a way isn't always as easy as you want it to be, but it's definitely worth it. Now, that summer helped me with my wrestling career this season. I was able to have a lot of success this year. It was truly a blessing. I was able to be a state champ again with my teammates. It was a lot of fun. I was able to realize that the adversity I went through last summer helped me to get to where I am today. So, I was high on life here. This was at the state tournament. I won. Things were great. So about a month later, I went down to Virginia Beach, another prestigious high school tournament. This was high school nationals. My goal was to be an All-American, was to place. I went down, and I didn't do that. I won a couple matches, and then I lost out. It was disappointing. It was a setback, and I'm still struggling with that right now. I'm trying to find a way currently. See, life throws us obstacles, and we gotta figure out how to push through them. We gotta find a way. Life is like a maze. We gotta figure out a way. Sometimes we get blocked, sometimes we face difficult circumstances, but we gotta keep going. Adversity comes in many ways. We have self-doubt. We are lost, but we do find a way. Remember, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Keep searching and you will find a way out of your adversity.